Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. This is Laura Tibbetts in the system office. I have 3 of our 4 committee members present. So with that, we have a quorum, and I'll turn it over to Chair Tinsley to start the meeting.
Thank you, Laura. Good afternoon and welcome to the Telephonic Finance and Audit Committee meeting for November 8, 2022. The time is 2:04 p.m. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Secretary of State as required by the Texas Government Code. Please note the audio of this meeting is being broadcast live. Before we take roll call, I'd like to remind everyone to please mute their phones unless you need to speak. Laura, let's begin with a roll call.
Great, I'll start with you, Chair Tinsley.
Present.
Regent Austin.
Present.
Regent Scott.
Present.
Thank you. And do we have Regent Crane? Okay, and then I think we have Regent Flores with us.
Present.
Thank you. Any other regents on the call? Okay, I'll move down to our staff, beginning with Chancellor McCall.
Present.
Daniel Harper.
Here.
Carol Fox.
Here.
Sean Cunningham.
Here.
Derek Alexander.
Here.
Nellie Herrera.
Here.
Kelly Winnemute.
Here.
John Hayek.
Here.
Sandy Poole.
Here.
Mike Winnemute. Did Mike step out? Okay. Pierce Mitchell.
Here.
May Gardner.
Here.
And did I miss anyone from the staff? Okay, moving on to our institutions, beginning with Lamar University.
Jaime Taylor at Lamar.
Mark Robinson, CFO.
Jamie Larson.
Bert Wagner.
Kenny Rodriguez.
And that's all from Lamar.
Okay, thank you. Sam Houston.
Elisa White.
Thank you, President White. Sol Ross.
Carlos Hernandez.
Bonnie Albright.
Thank you, Texas State.
Kelly Damphus.
Eric Algo and Lisa Lloyd.
Thank you, LIT.
Sid Valentine.
Rudy Gonzalez.
Tasha Morales.
Great, thank you. Lamar State College Orange.
Mary Wickland, Wendy Elmore, Tom Johnson.
And Lamar State College Port Arthur.
Betty Renard and Mary Wickland.
Thank you. And did I miss anyone on roll call? Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Daniel, Carol, and I had an opportunity to review the agenda prior to this meeting. At this time, I'll turn the meeting over to Daniel, who will present the Finance and Audit Committee agenda items. Daniel?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Today's agenda includes 5 items for the committee's consideration: tuition and fee proposal for fall of 2023, 3 informational items, and 1 reoccurring consent item. The first item is on page 124 of the materials. It's TSUS tuition and fee rates. For the 5 universities, it's being proposed a 3% increase over the current fall 2022 rates. The sticker price for the 15 hours at Lamar is $5,400. For Sam Houston, it's $5,600. For Sol Ross, right north of $4,600. For Sol Ross Rio Grande College, it's $3,100, and for Texas State University, that's $6,100. Again, that's the sticker price and doesn't include the impact of financial aid, institutional aid, or waivers and exemptions. There's no proposed change to the undergraduate designated tuition rate. It does include an institutional services fee at all of our institutions, which consolidates numerous smaller fees into one item. It does incorporate a differential tuition model for graduate education at Sam Houston, Sul Ross, and Texas State, aligning the increased costs to provide the service with a higher tuition rate. We maintain the guaranteed price plan structure that the board has previously adopted. And then for the universities, it establishes or increases a few existing program fees. Lamar University, it's a $10 increase to the nursing program fee. Sam Houston, it's the establishment of a new MS and athletic training program fee. For Sul Ross, it's the establishment of a nursing program fee. And for Texas State, it's the establishment of a health professions fee. For the 3 state colleges, there's no tuition fee rate increase for the fall of 2023. And this will maintain into the 3rd year, the reduced tuition of $1,770. At Port Arthur and at Orange, it does consolidate lab fees into a single nursing and allied health program fee that's estimated to be cost neutral. And for dual credit students at the 3 state colleges, it shifts the charge from the designated or from the statutory tuition statute to the designated tuition statute. Mr. Chairman, that concludes my layout on that item. And unless there's questions, I'll move on to the 3 informational items. On page 127 is the final operating budget adjustments for FY22. System-wide, the proposed adjustments are right at 99 million, which brings our total budget to 1.8 billion, and that's around a 5% increase. That 99 million is predominantly associated at Texas State. It's $14 million of additional state appropriation for the alert and the school safety center for this fiscal year. And then $50 million that's being moved from short-term funds to long-term operating funds. And then $10 million use of housing reserves for the Hilltop housing. On page 165 are a short summary of each of the foundation reports. On page 183 is the quarterly status of the implementation of audit and compliance recommendations. And unless there's questions on those 3 items, the final agenda item is the consent agenda on page 297. And this is the request annually for the board to ratify the tuition rates that the state colleges set for the non-credit workforce courses and to delegate authority to the presidents to set it for the upcoming fiscal year. And Mr. Chairman, that concludes my layout of the Finance and Audit Committee agenda.
Thank you, Daniel. Do the committee members agree to move all the items to the full board? Regent Austin?
Agree.
Regent Crane? He never made it. Regent Scott?
Agree.
And I agree also. Thanks to everyone for calling in. Unless there's further discussion, this concludes our telephonic meeting today. For the record, the time is 2:12 p.m. I look forward to being with everyone next week. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.